Hello and welcome to MGP462. I'm Kev, and with me as ever, there's Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
Hello? Hello.
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 What's happening? Is this what it was like last week?
Longer hello than
Oh,
normal.
my word. It must be good to have me back. What on earth was that? I hadn't listened back to last week's show.
Who?
Who didn't say hello?
Saying hello. So I was saying hello.
That's because it doesn't
it's
come through.
lost.
Your hello doesn't come through on Discord, Anna, so it throws me every
I tell
time.
you what, I would love to see our audience retention statistics, because we have a 45-second long intro and then this for a minute. If people make it to minute 2, it's a miracle. We should stick an advert there. That's prime advert
Not a
position.
bad idea.
Because anyone making it
God.
anyone making it this far is ready to pay for something just to make it stop. My word.
I always assume that people that make it this far are the ones who are holding onto handlebars, or they're just stuck in their phones in their pocket. They're hooked in. They're all set up, and there's no turning back. They're just there, wincing, thinking, I'm on this bike for the next 40 minutes. I can't get off.
Well, we got plans for you, boys and girls.
That's it.
Good job. Good job you left your phone in your locker and you're just running this off of your Bluetooth headphones. You're ruined. You're ruined. How are we all? Are we all good? Have we had a good week? Good 2 weeks? I don't know how your last weeks were. I didn't ask. I haven't even asked Anna how her last 2 weeks have been until now.
Yeah, not too bad.
Wow. Lots gone on then.
Well, I was off last week.
I feel like you lot have
You was off last
committed a
week.
crime last week and you're wary of saying anything in front of me.
I'm knackered today because, like, my kids, all my family except my daughter decided to just wreck me last night. I tried to go to bed, and one came bursting in at like 1 a.m. saying he'd wet the bed, and then the other one wanted to sleep in our room but didn't want to sleep. They just wanted to do gymnastics in our room. And so every 20 minutes, Mrs. Sheepdog was like, "For goodness sake, will you stay still?" And so I kept getting woken up because I was fine. My bed's big enough that I didn't know what was going on. He was just doing flips and all sorts. I don't know. But I was a good 3 or 4 feet away from him with my, just my mask on.
How big is your bed?
About 1,000 feet. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It were different time zones. But yeah, she just kept demanding that he stop moving and taking him back, but making it the most loud routine ever. And then to top it all off, I had to get up early to take my daughter to school this morning. So literally all of them have ruined me. I'm knackered. I was falling asleep on the sofa at 5, thinking I've got 2 hours till my stream. I can have a little kip. And my wife was like, "Look at you kipping on the sofa." I was like, just made me jump on you ruined me. And then my son kept wanting a hug. They just want too much. I need to sleep. But it's Pokemon Go Fest tomorrow, so I'm not going to sleep tomorrow morning either. And I'm excited. I thought of it a minute ago and was like, "Ooh!" So I'm giddy for that. But I reckon I'll be burning out this time tomorrow night. It'll be I'll have hit the line. The Pokemon will all be gone, and that'll be it. Be all moody.
Such a nerd. Nerd. I've got a new video game this week, boys and girls.
No, you don't.
Can you believe it?
Talking about that, surely?
What?
I'm just letting you know that I have one. I haven't played it. It's still wrapped.
Oh.
So I think we're safe. I didn't know it was coming. I was expecting a delivery of one thing and a different thing came. Life is Strange True Colours on the Nintendo Switch. And it says in big letters on the front, internet download required. So I've not actually opened it yet. I don't know if there's a cartridge in it, or if it's just a code, or if you just got, maybe it's got episode 1 on the disc and everything else is download. I should probably get this downloading though.
Why are they clarifying internet download? Do they think you might
Because-
accidentally go on like an intranet or something else?
It's a Nintendo
Yeah.
and we're idiots. Probably.
It's just saying you need to you can't play this game without internet, basically.
Exactly.
Okay,
Well, it just so happens that today I've plugged an Ethernet cable into my Switch dock, so I'll be able to download it wired. Never downloaded a Switch game wired before.
is there even hang on a minute? Where's the Ethernet port on the Switch?
On
dock?
the OLED port, on the OLED dock, there is a port.
Well,
I
those
see.
of us who've got a proper Switch rather than an
Mm.
antique one. Oh yeah, it is a cartridge and a code. So, do I get the old game in here? Oh yeah, I do. I get the remastered collection is coming soon, and I've got a code for True Colours. I've never played. I've played the first episode of both Life is Strange series. Really enjoyed them. You what?
if you've only done the first episode, why have you bought this one?
Well, I wouldn't have bought it if I'd already completed it elsewhere. I bought it on PS5 as well when it came out.
Should have just said,
I
"Life
like
is
it.
strange, Anna."
Yeah, I like this game, so I'll play it. Now I've got it handheld, I'll actually play it properly. It'll be
Why
my
do you
toilet
have
game
consoles then?
for streaming.
I
We've talked
see.
about this before. You've asked that question before.
I don't understand.
The only
remember
reason I have a
things.
PS5 and an Xbox is for streaming. They are business expenses. They are tools of the trade.
You're a tool.
You're a tool. But yeah, there you go. That's a brand new video game. We're hot off the press with brand new video games. So if any publishers out there are a little bit wary about giving us review codes because they think we might not take them seriously, I think we'll just fine. First 6 minutes of the episode, we've just talked about a brand new game that's out today. So get those review codes flowing, you scumbags. Goodness me. They deserve it. When was the last time we got a free game? Goodness me.
Well, the last time was when you tried to break the embargo by discussing whether it was as good as your old shed, and
Further proof that they're scumbags.
they weren't very happy. How does it compare to my old shed? Should I buy a new shed and all of this? Get a little message telling me that wasn't very cool of us. Yeah, maybe we
So
need to just
Kevin ruined
rebrand.
it.
Maybe you just need to approach somebody else and not keep going back to that same company that
So
you've
you
upset.
ruined it, Kevin.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was Microsoft.
I ruin a lot of things, but normally I have people who get me out of the things that I ruin. The amount of times I've upset Football Manager, and there's always people there to smooth it over for me.
I think between us, you upset Microsoft, I've upset Sony and Ubisoft, and I can't remember. There's someone Anna was like meh about a game on, and it just didn't go down very well. And it's like, oh yeah, okay.
Well, I've just said Nintendo think we're idiots as well, just to cover all bases.
Yeah. So I mean,
I dare you, video game publishers, to send us a freebie. Prove that you're not swayed by our brutal honesty and boyish good looks. Break the trend. Send us something for free. Anything. Don't really mind. I'll have more of those empty steel books that I can clad the bathroom with. It's fine. Anything for free. I just feel like I need some justification for standing in front of my microphone right now.
you get to spend time with me and Pab.
This is why I want free stuff. To compensate me for having to spend time with you two.
You love it. You were trying to get us to come to Amsterdam with you the other day.
You
but,
are coming to Amsterdam. TwitchCon is on. It's
Pab
happening in
keeps-
July. Me and
Pab
Anna are
keeps saying
going.
No,
I'm not going.
Pab's not willing. Yeah,
I'm not
he's
going,
He's
no.
not willing to go.
I don't
That
know,
was-
Pab, an opportunity to spend time with
for a
me in another
convention.
country.
that odds are we aren't going to be in there very long.
Yeah,
Why
if
don't
only we were in
why-
one of the world's
why-
great cities.
Yeah, why don't we just book at a time when hotels aren't through the roof because of TwitchCon?
They're not through the roof now. If you book now, like I have, it was
Through the roof.
cheaper than it was the flight and hotel was cheaper than a train and a hotel to London.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
mine.
you ruined me because I said to Mrs. Sheepdog, look, I want to go to Amsterdam. It'll probably be 600-700 quid all in, like not for spending money, but like ticket stuff. And then you were like, I'm not coming. And I was like, oh, it might still be okay. And then Kev's working it out, and he's like, yeah, it'll be about 800 quid, not including the ticket. And I'm there thinking, I've told Kev I'm in. And then Mrs. Sheepdog's like, you can't. Well, she said, well, you literally said yesterday that we can't book a holiday because you want to save, you want to not spend all your money and all of this. And you're not doing a family holiday until at least May. You'll look at it then. And you're telling me you want to go away in June or whenever it is. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a really good point. She remembers things I say. I don't remember what I say. I don't remember the
That's
promises I make.
uncalled for, remembering things you say. I don't think
I know
that's necessary.
It's not cool. But I did say to her, look, I can't go because Pab's letting me down. If Pab wants to join in the fun and go splitsies with me, then we can
No.
go to Amsterdam.
The other option is Pab could look after your kids for the weekend and Kirsty can come with us.
It's a really good idea. Or but then that's not really her splitting the cost with me, is it? That's just it costing.
Well, no, Pab will
lots.
still pay. He'll pay to look
Ah.
after your kids, and you and Kirsty can go and have a romantic weekend in the hotel. What was the theme of the room in our hotel, Anna? I can't remember the word. Burlesque. Yeah, we're in a burlesque hotel.
Lovely. If any of our Dutch listeners want to just put me up for a weekend, I'll come stay with you for a bit. You can feed me. What do they have there? Waffles?
Marijuana.
Yeah, I'll
You
eat
can,
hash
you can
brownies.
feed him cannabis.
Let's go. Yeah, no. I'm sure our Dutch contingencies will, they'll come through.
Awesome. We'll convince Pabby yet. He wants a Dutch ice cream. You can hear it in his voice.
I would happily have a
How far
Dutch
is
ice cream
Denmark?
without a 200 quid ticket for TwitchCon that we're going to be in for 10 minutes.
Could I commute
Don't
from
bother.
Denmark?
Yeah, of course you can. Don't bother with getting the
But there's
TwitchCon
no
ticket
point,
then.
though.
We won't be in there
There's no
much.
point. I'm telling you now, prices for the hotels have gone up
I've
the
already
second.
paid for the hotel,
Yes,
Pabby.
I know. But they're considerably higher now, or when you booked it, than it was the week before when it didn't know
I
the
think
dates.
Amsterdam's quite a popular place for people to go to, regardless
Yeah, I
of if
don't
there's a
think it's
convention
it's
on.
not.
No
Trust me.
difference.
When-
Remember, Kev wasn't booking the middle. He wasn't booking the place next to the event either.
No,
He
I know.
booked, like the centre of
That's
the
a
city.
sensible
so,
thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to cover Kev's bookings now.
I knew
but,
someone who, for the last TwitchCon that was it Amsterdam last time as well?
Yeah.
The last time he went, it was cheaper for him to commute on a plane from London, or wherever it was, back and forth on a plane and get a hotel.
Yeah, but that's
Pab,
because
let's do
that's
that.
because it's £30 flights.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the
And we
case
just get- we just
whether
get-
TwitchCon was on or not.
We just get the Premier Inn at Luton then.
Well,
Let's
you
do
can
it.
do that if you
No,
want,
we're not
you
doing
Why
man
not
that.
for
fan.
that, Pab?
I'm not
Let's
doing
go. It'd be well fun.
What?
That would be insane.
We
Yeah.
could just stream. We could sit on the plane. We could do little vlogs about our journey and our
It is
mad
only like
cap-
a 50-minute flight.
I can't really keep on the flight then. My plan was to sleep on the plane, but that I didn't think it was an 8-hour flight. I was just planning on like only sleeping on airplanes. Could you imagine? Just that's my bed. The plane's my bed for the entire time. I mean, I
Well,
could
you
just.
should perhaps go to the one in America then.
That's a good shout too.
Commute back and
every
forth
day.
to that from Luton. Do they fly to Anaheim from Luton? Probably. But anyway, Anna,
Kevin,
I've got a bone to pick with you.
this has nothing to do with me.
It is absolutely to do with you
No, it's
because
not.
I have developed an addiction and it is your fault.
No, it isn't.
It is absolutely your fault, and we
Whatever
have brought
I do
this,
in
we
bed,
have
there's
brought this
nothing
issue.
to do with you.
Please
Sorry,
let me
what?
clarify it before you get on this. Goodness me. I am bringing this to Judge Sheepdog, and he will decide whether you should have known better based on what you know about me. We've been together 10 years now. You should know me quite well. I'm going to explain what happened, and Sheepdog will tell you whether it's your fault or not that I am now addicted to Pokemon cards. This is what happened.
Not true.
For several weeks, Anna has been watching people open Pokemon cards on her phone. She sometimes watches it in bed. She sometimes watches it on the sofa. But she's doing it when I'm around, where I can hear it. And I've never had any interest in Pokemon cards. I was given a whole load of Pokemon cards at Summer in the City a few years ago and was so uninterested in them. They were in a bin bag in my garage for a year before I dropped them off at Sheepdog's house. No interest at all. But Anna kept having these little videos on. And every now and again, a man would get excited and I'd come and have a little look. And he'd be opening stuff and getting excited about
This
it.
is
And
Leon
like,
Hart.
Yes.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
He's very
And
good.
I'd be having a little look and a slightly longer little look. And it was just kind of, it was there in my head. That looks fun. And then we were in Tesco and we were wandering through the toy section as we always do.
No. We were going to the toy section to get the ice cream truck and the Tesco truck.
The point was, you let me into the toy section and they had a whole load of Pokemon cards in there, little tins for a tenner. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get one of these tins. And Anna went, okay. And she let me buy one tin for £10, which I then brought home and opened it and thought, that was fun. That made me feel things. So I said to her, I think I'm going to go back to Tesco tomorrow and buy the rest of them. And she said, do what you want. So I did. I went back to Tesco. I bought everything they had, brought it back, opened them, got myself a nice shiny Charizard, showed her that. She said, that's good, put it on the internet. You then backed her up and said it's worth several £100 apparently. And at that point, I'm in. It's ticking all my boxes. And now I am stood here at 10:37 on a Friday night, sorting cards into order so I can put them in my binder. Now, is that Anna's fault?
No.
Anna, that's absolutely your fault. Like,
How?
I was expecting
How is
to
that
have to-
my fault?
I was expecting to have it up. I kind of guessed it was going to be about the cards because I've, obviously been in the conversations on Twitter where he's been asking me about them. But yeah, no, you're dangling this entertaining thing in front of him, and then if he's going to get a taste of anything, he's not going to do anything in moderation, is he?
On the phone. I was just doing my thing. He shouldn't have been listening. I don't listen to he watches.
Yeah, but you did also say do what you want. You should have been like, no, Kevin, don't get into this highly addictive, card collecting thing. They must have seen him coming a mile away. They've gone, quick, get the Charizard one out. It's Lelouch show. Everyone knows he's a moron. He'll be buying everything.
Yeah.
Oh, Anna, what have you enabled here? This is silly. Have you had anything as good as the Charizard since?
Oh, yes. I've had some lovely stuff. I can't get into too much detail because I'm making videos on it. So I don't want to spoil my upcoming videos. But yeah, I've got quite the little collection of some quite cool stuff.
Have you developed any catchphrases yet? Do you say, I'm risking it all?
I'm not saying that. The weird thing is, the thing I'm enjoying as much... See, it tickles all of my boxes. Tickling my boxes. I get to the thrill of opening packs, which for someone who spends hundreds of pounds on FIFA Ultimate Team every year and who collected the collects the stickers for every World Cup and Euros and loves all that. I completed my Euro sticker collection last year. I love opening packs, so I've got opening packs. But then, this was unexpected, I've got sorting stuff. And I am loving sorting stuff and putting it in my little binder. But the thing I'm probably enjoying more than any of it, which is what links it back in to this video game podcast, is I am obsessively playing the game as well online. Because you get, with every pack that you open, you get a little code that gives you a digital version of a pack. So I've got loads and loads of them. I've opened loads and loads of packs, and I have just been playing it constantly. I love it. It's such a good game. You know what I'm like with card games. I loved Hearthstone. I loved Gwent. I am a card game monster, and this is like a triple attack on me. I feel defenseless. I just have to kind of hold my hands up and say, yeah, fair enough. Pokemon trading cards, you've got me. There's nothing I can do about this now. I am yours. Do with me what you will.
They have quite good old DS games. They're like a game where it was trading cards, but there's a story to it and stuff.
Don't give me story as well. Don't make it even worse. I still have to work. Goodness me. I've got to pay for the cards somehow.
When are you starting to get the suits for your videos? Because that's another thing that Leon Hart does, doesn't he? He wears those amazing Pokemon suits with the tyres and the big...
I have looked, but they don't come in my size. I've looked at them before because they do one that's just I can't remember the name of the company, a mono suit or something like that. And they do a suit that looks like it's made of money, and I wanted to buy that to wear in the Streamer Showdown, but they don't go up to my size. They only go up to like a 44-inch chest. And I mean, I don't think that would wrap around my leg. Yeah, I could have one jacket on each leg, and it might just about button up.
I mean, but I guess they probably think only children want to wear Pokemon jackets, money jackets, but still.
There's less laughs on them. I went to that place we got our dodgy tuxedos from that time, and I've bought a golden paisley tuxedo. So
I had a paisley shirt when I was a kid, and it's ugly as hell.
Oh, it's an excellent tuxedo, and that will be debuting on the Streamer Showdown this weekend.
Nice. So I have to. I'm looking forward to watching. Well, these videos aren't out yet, are they? I've not seen.
No, they're being edited now.
I'm assuming that you have practiced your letting your blood pressure skyrocket as you see the card, and so you go as purple as possible and act like you're having a heart attack. Because
it's like I'm learning YouTube for the first time again. I've done 2 videos now. The first one, I'm very, very wooden. and I've got a GoPro on my knee basically filming it, and it's a bit rubbish and the lighting's a bit rubbish, and I watched it back and I was like, I don't even know if I can release it, but I have to release it because I need to justify spending money on these cards, so I'm releasing it anyway. But I've now got myself an overhead camera rig and extra lighting, and the second one that I've just recorded this evening is much better, and by the time I've got half a dozen of these under my belt, I'll be a pro. But yeah, I'm getting there. It's just fun. It's a fun thing. Why didn't you tell me Pokemon was good? I feel like this is on you a little bit. You could have told me.
Well, I know not to encourage you. I know full well that if I encourage you, it will end badly. But Anna obviously forgets these things, and
I
she
was
lets
just
me make my own decisions. Sometimes it's dangerous. Yeah.
Classic female reaction to avoid all blame.
I should be protected from this kind of thing.
You should.
It's too late now. You can't unpop the Pringles. But it's just be aware. The next thing that comes along, don't let me try it. Don't let me know about it.
Don't know where it ends for you though, because the problem you've got is I don't think this current. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think this current set has the Legends Arceus Pokemon in it. But like they literally just announced it. So what you'll have is sort of 3-4 months away. There'll be a new set out, and everyone will be doing a mad rush for whatever.
Let's face it. I ain't gonna stop buying them now, am I?
No, exactly.
They're just going to keep. I get a box of wrestling figures turn up every month.
It's when we go to conventions and I mean, my mate John goes to events and he'll be having a nose through, seeing if they've got like a 15-year-old Dragonair or whatever that he's looking for, and he's just trying to get a good price for it because he wants it in his collection and he wants that specific one and blah blah blah. And it's fascinating because he's like. Some of them go for hundreds, and he's going, I'm not going to spend that much. He wants to find somewhere that's got it, and it's like a 7 out of 10 or whatever, and he can spend like 50 quid on it instead of 400 quid on it or whatever. But, it's ludicrous. I'd hate to think, because Ollie's obviously got probably about 1,000 cards up in his room in various drawers, and I dread to think if any of them were ever worth anything at any point. He's ruined them all now. Like they're in a big old pile. Like I could sit and play a game with you. You'd definitely know which ones are mine because they'd be the ones that are all tatty and broken. But this
is it then. We're playing Pokemon in Amsterdam.
Yes, but are you doing the whole putting them in their proper little sleeves, trying to avoid?
Of course I am. Of course, that's extra things I could buy. Of course, I've got a box to keep them in. I've got 3 different binders for different sets.
I thought you had a fireproof box.
No, I might invest in one of them if I get a few more good cards. I'll get a fireproof box. I was explaining to you I would need a fireproof box at some point.
Have you learned all about like the centering and the whiting
around edges? Oh yes, of course I have. I've been telling Anna all about it. She's been having a lovely time. I've bought us a table so that we can sit in the living room and play it together. I bought her a deck so that we can play together. She's really looking forward to it, aren't you, Anna?
No.
I just like to
watch that man open cards because he gets really excited, and then I like to watch this other man who bought a whole box of cards, and they were all the same cards, and then he found out they were not real cards, and he got really, really sad about it. He even teared up like real cards to do something with the ink. I don't know what the ink was doing, but apparently they were all fake. And he spent like 10 grand on this box of first edition.
Rather than tearing them up, he should have returned them.
Yeah, he I don't know.
There's a lot of good stuff they do where I know someone's in a shop in America and they find a pack underneath a shelf and it's like, oh, this is a 20-year-old pack.
Oh, I've seen that as well.
Well, that's the thing. Planning for the future, the stuff that I've bought today, I bought 2. I've bought 1 to open and 1... Right, that's going in the cupboard. I'm not touching that for 20 years. Just put it in a cupboard. So I'm buying 2 of everything. 1 to open, 1 to keep.
God, could you imagine? We'll be on like Pokemon Generation like 12 and you'll be whacking out your Gen 8 Pokemon cards and we'll all be going, wow, like, well done for keeping them. We'll be on like podcast episode 2000 or something.
This is where I need to get a separate storage unit to put them in that only Anna has the key to, because otherwise there's no way they're lasting 20 years. They'll be open next week when I've got nothing else to do.
See,
I might just open 1 and have a look.
My family think I'm a loser because when we went... I am a loser, but when we went to see Pokemon I Choose You, they handed us a Pokemon card in a little plastic see-through wrapper. It's like Pikachu wearing Ash's hat. Just they handed me one and Oliver one, and I took them both, and they're on a shelf behind me, just behind stuff, just there in the part of the collection. And I'm just like, they're just going to sit there. Part of me's thinking they're probably going to get damaged thinking about it, but I was like, one day you just don't know, because I doubt many people kept them. They were just handed out at a cinema, and yeah, you just don't know. Kev might get mad enough that he goes, Sheepdog, I haven't got that one. I'm willing to give you a house for it. And I'll be like, there we go. I knew it would pay off. But
Don't encourage him.
It's just sat on my shelf. And Mrs. Sheepdog was like, what's the point? And I was like, well, I don't know. It might be useful one day. It might be rare. I don't know. But it's probably not. It's probably like a $5 on eBay at the moment. But I didn't realise they do that. Whenever there's a film on in the cinema, it's worth going down there and getting the card.
Well, I have been watching the anime, so I might start watching the films. I've been watching the first series still, which is ridiculously long. I feel like I'm on like episode 400. How long is this series?
It is a long series. I feel like you're massively encroaching on my bit.
Says the man who was streaming Football Manager this evening. This is just me reciprocating.
Weirdly role reversing. Yeah, it's weird. No, but to be fair, I've been trying to get.
This is how we slowly morph into the same person. We'll just when one of us dies, we're like, it doesn't matter. They've taken enough of each other's personalities to the one that's left can live both lives. It's fine. That's the plan.
It's a bit daunting. I'd inherit a lot of Pokemon cards though, and a lot of other tat. All those storage lockers.
You'd need my strong hairline though.
I'd just wear a wig.
Yeah, I'll add that to my will. I'll leave my hair to Sheepdog.
Yeah. I'll just go there. I'll be like, oh, Anna, can I see the body? And then I'll be like, just leave me a minute alone. I want to say goodbye to him. He's my mate. And then to come back, and I'll have just cut your scalp clean off.
And you'll be wearing it when she walks in.
I'll be wearing it and some shades, and I'll be on stilts, and she'll think it's you back from the dead, but it's just me trying to be taller.
Yeah, that all seems reasonable. That seems fine. That's an excellent plan. But yeah, this concludes episode 1 of Judge Sheepdog. Anna is guilty, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Guilty as charged.
Not a chance.
Is that the right thing they say?
I think so. I think she probably owes me some Pokemon cards.
I don't owe you anything.
Court adjourned.
Right, Pabby, if you could muster such a thing up, now would be a good time to put in an advert before you talk about some video games. Beautiful. He probably didn't put one in. He's been really lazy with it lately.
Yeah, it's been crap, hasn't he?
Pab, I've got cards to pay for. For goodness sake, put some adverts in.
We ain't getting to Amsterdam if you don't pull your finger out, Pabby. If you'd have been pressing that button for the past 6 weeks or however long it's been, we'd have probably been able to buy 2 Amsterdams with that. But
exactly. Right, somebody talk about video games.
I've been playing No, I haven't. Not Assassin's Creed. Why did I say Assassin's Creed? Because I saw the boat.
What's the sort of thing I might have been playing? Jeez. And that was the first one that came into your head.
It was. That really got... Because I keep seeing it going, oh, Valhalla is free till the 28th. I'm like, well, I already own it, so it doesn't matter. No, I have put 25 hours into Horizon Forbidden West. And I like it more than I did.
Last week, you mean?
Yeah, I started it last week. I only played an hour before the thing because Kevin was on about his knees or something. And I was like, oh, I don't really like it. Doing my damn it because what has happened is I came from Dying Light and because I haven't finished that yet. I came from Dying Light into this, and the parkour in Dying Light and the movement is like seamless. It's just mwah, like I love it. It just moves, but she doesn't move like this, Aloy, and it was doing my head in, and I couldn't get into it, and I was like, just move properly, but there seems to be like, it's like she's stuck on like glue paper, just like move, and she doesn't. So anyway, I persevered with it. Like I said, I'm now 25 hours in, and the story has got me because there has been twists and turns that I was not expecting. I was like, what is happening here? why is this happening? So I don't want to give spoilers, but things happen, and I was like, what? Who? Why? Where? So, yes, I'm enjoying it. There was a patch out yesterday, but I don't know what it was for. But I keep getting really weird screen issues. Now I don't know whether it's my TV being weird or the game is being weird, but like I'll do an action and the screen will just go completely black. And yesterday I went past, so I ran down a hill and I came back up the hill because I was trying. There was like a green exclamation mark, and green ones are side missions. But for some reason she wouldn't talk to me, so I ran down the hill, ran back up again to see if something had to click over. But as I went past one part of this hill, my screen went blank. Came back up, went down again, and it went blank at the same time. So I don't know if it's the world or the TV, but I keep getting it every now and then. It's only like a split second, but it's noticeable, and I don't know why it's happening. Maybe they need to patch it. But yes, I like the way you scan things now. So in the world of Horizon, she has like this little. She calls it like I don't know what she calls it actually. She can basically see the old world through this little triangle thing on her focus. That's it, on her head. So she can, like, you press the button, everything like lights up when she's in like an old place from before, or the machines are there. And now you can like pick what part you want to like hit off first, because you can use them parts for your armor and your weapons. So that's kind of cool, because like because like now you get armor, and the armor can be upgraded. This wasn't in the last one. The last one you could put like weaves on them, so it would be like, I don't know, 6% against acid or fire. Well, this time you can also update your armor, and I needed like this flying beast. I needed its chest plate to make my armor stronger. So as I was doing it through my focus, so the focus tells you like what it's weak against, what it's not so weak at, and it tells you where their certain bits are. So you can focus on them, hit them, they fall off, and then as they fall off, they are then collectible, and then you can take them and do what you need with them. So that's kind of cool that you can set yourself jobs. It will show up on your focus, and then you can do it that way. If you need a part that's not an animal, not a machine, sorry, but an animal, if you just press triangle, it will tell you where that is, and you can go there and farm them pieces. So yeah, I'm liking it. I've gone to the west. So I started in the east, or centre.
I thought the west was forbidden.
It is forbidden. I have seen a nice lush area. So, like I said last week, it was very green. There was too much green. I was just like, oh, there's too much, because yes, I'm not colourblind, but it was just, there was so much green. And then when you've got your focus and that's blue, it just didn't really work with my eyeballs very well. I got out of that. I got to like a more, it was still green and nice and lush, but it was, I could see it wasn't so bad. So I've done like that side of the map. So think of thirds going right to left. I've done that third. Now I'm in the middle third, and then I'll have the other third. So I think that each one is going to be a different biome, because I remember seeing the videos, and I've not seen what was in the videos yet. Like, it was a beach, and it was lush, and it was water, and it was stuff. So I have not seen that yet. There's been some frustrating things of, like, I'm liking the game, but the game is not very good at explaining things. Because, like, such as face paint.
Yeah.
I keep getting face paint. I know what to do with them now, but at the start, I was like,
your abilities.
where are these? Like, just the face paint stuff. I was getting them. It's like, face paint required. I'm like, yes, but I want to put it on my face. I now know how to put them on my face. But only literally the last hour I've found that out. So I now have face paint. It doesn't tell you. So, like, I was finding these flowers on the wall, these red flowers. This was in the first area, and I'd go to it and it goes, can't get past there, need equipment. What equipment? He doesn't tell you. I was there just hitting arrows at it and javelins at it and everything at it. It's just like, no, this is blocked. And I was like, so that was annoying me. And now I found another collectible that I cannot collect because I need another piece of special equipment. And like I keep finding, because like in the first game there was these metal flowers, and they are everywhere. Like they are in every part of the map I've been. So I know where they all are, but do I have the piece of weaponry that I need to open that? No. That just give me all the weapons at the start. Well, not at the start, but like give me everything I need so I don't have to keep going back to areas. Quality of life, they have now put in fast travel that is free. So if you find what's one of these called? A fire. So I made a fire with my hands. If you find a campfire, you can go from one to another one that you have found. That's incredibly helpful, especially when you go in like across over there quite far away and there's machines everywhere, and then you flick back. You can fast travel from anywhere, but that will use a bedroll pack thing.
It's like a travel ticket type thing.
Yeah, but they're like use. Yeah, they're easy enough to make, and you can buy them anywhere. So that's
you can make
fun.
Them. Okay.
Oh yeah. If you get pressed
I assumed you could
down,
buy them. I didn't know if you could make them though. Okay.
Yeah, they're in the crafting area.
There you go.
There's was there crafting first? I don't believe there
you
was.
crafted it. You crafted your ammo and stuff. Like you do now. So.
But this one you can now, like I said, you can make your armor and your weapons more impacty and just. Yes, I like that. I like collecting things because, like in the first game, you would collect things, but it would only be for shards, and the shards you would just buy new armor and weapons. This time you can, like, I've got a suit on that I've had from the first area because I really like it. The skills, that tree is massive, and I still don't understand half of it because it's like, use your valor. What? Use what now? Valor? What's that?
Yeah.
And it doesn't tell you. It hasn't, like, I've found one that I like,
so
but it's like...
It kind of does, but very briefly, and I feel like I stumbled across it by accident, and you have to kind of go into a menu and activate your Valor, don't you? It's like an ability that you get for unlocking certain... you get down certain levels of the skill tree.
Yes. So there's like... you'll have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 little... abilities, and in the middle there's a big one. I think you have to go into, like, you'll be in a battle and you'll want to change it to one of them, and then you can just equip it. I've only had the one equipped at the moment because I like how it works. That's how I play, because I am playing this game stealthy. I like playing in stealth. You can play it I don't know, as tanky if you want, but I like playing as stealth. I like going up behind them and like poking them with a stick, which is literally a stick.
She likes doing that in real life.
I do. Well. Yes. I like the climbing more. That's more better. Like in the first game there was climbing, but they were only at certain areas, so there'll be like yellow like nobules on the wall and you could go up them. This one, if you scan a wall area, it will show you like little lines, and if there's yellow lines, you can go up them. I like that. It does get a bit fiddly sometimes. Like she'll go and like she'll just stay there and like move. Oh my god, just move, and she doesn't. But I like the fact that you can go just over a hill and not have to go all the way around, because that's annoying. You can play the game guided. Do not play the game guided. Oh my god, I put it on guided because I have it on Explorer, right? With Explorer you can, like, I will highlight my mission, and the quickest way to get to a mission is a straight line. The guided one will make you, so say you're in like a middle of, I don't know, a wooded area. The guided one will make you go to a road and then like take you the longest way ever. And you're looking at it like, well, why? If you do it, the Explorer, it just points you where it is on the map, and then you can just walk there instead of going around all the roads. I just don't like that. I turned it off because it was getting on my nerves. It did it in the first game as well. I was like, no, this is annoying. I don't want to go on the roads. I want to explore. I want to go down that hole and find what's down there, and then get stuck and then have to travel out. That's fun. Don't do that. It's not fun. But yeah. Apart from the not having certain weapons through the game, because it gives you places to explore, I can't explore them, and then that just makes me sad. But I'm enjoying it.
I've
Like
not
I said,
seen that yet, really. I've not come across
Have you
that.
not?
No, I mean, I've played 10 hours or so.
Oh, well, that's why then.
Yeah. I've just done the first tall neck.
Oh, gosh, okay.
So I've done a lot of... I feel like I've done a lot of side quests.
Yes.
I've been doing a lot of the side stuff that has turned up for me, and I think I'm level 12, and I was doing quests that were level 7. So
I'm like
I'm
level
more than,
27.
Yeah, I'm more than powerful enough now to handle that. And I enjoy... I said this last week, and I'll say it again. I don't know if it gets any better, but I doubt it does. I feel like the game... I feel like there's so much more story in this than what the previous one was, where I felt lost pretty much immediately, and all the story comes right in the back quarter.
Yes, it does.
This one, there's more story in this straight away, but I feel like they do a bad job of explaining. I said it last week. They do a bad job of explaining what has gone on previously. There's a recap at the start, but
there is.
But like, someone just turns up to me in the market, and they both know each other.
Yep.
And like, but I don't know who this person is, and they're just having a conversation like as if I'm not there. And I'm like, I'm meant to know who this person is, but it doesn't explain who this person is. But they obviously know each other. But I'm meant to make decisions based on me knowing this person and how the conversation is going to go. And I'm like, I have no connection to this person, so it doesn't mean anything to me. So I could be a bit of an arse with them, and not realizing that they're quite a pivotal character that I kind of need to keep on my side. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a character section that you can.
I probably do need to probably read on, but I'm not reading anything that comes up with a big log of text. I'm not reading this, except for the ones that like have a code for something. There's occasionally some that requires you to need a code, and you're like, okay, I better read the code then. There's a little note there next to the coded lock. I better read this one.
Yeah. There has been times I've had to look at walkthroughs because it's just it's not clear.
I did. I went through one of the ruins, and there was one. I was like, he puts a hole in the floor. I was like, there's a hole in the floor. Okay, great. Now what do I do with this hole in the floor? I was like, I don't know. I'm climbing through the hole. I'm up and down this hole, up and around the building. Going, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then it was just a case of I meant to push this box through the hole. I was like, oh, seriously? I was like, felt like a bit of an idiot, but so far I have enjoyed it. I found it getting its grips of me.
Yes.
Which isn't a bad thing. I felt like I struggled with the first one, and I kind of forced myself through a lot of it. This one, I feel like it's got its grips of me. The animation is something else. The character models and the facial animations are almost like ultra realistic. It's frightening how good they look. I just found myself just watching a conversation, just like kind of just staring, going, that it's like almost real. It's so good.
It is. Like, I turned it off. I had it on one performance mode, and I turned that off because I just didn't like it. It had issues with like popping, like the backgrounds and stuff, and I didn't like it. So I turned it onto the other one, or with resolution. I turned it on that, and it's much better. They all have really nice teeth.
Yes.
I find that really bizarre. They all have perfect straight teeth. Now, I don't know if that's something to do with their atmosphere, or they've got great water or something, but they all...
it makes your teeth good, does it?
Yes, they all have perfect teeth. It's mad. I find that a bit jarring. Like, your teeth are so perfect. How? Like, I don't know. That's the only thing that's just like weird. But I've got to, like, people have got face paint on, and the face paint actually has got, like, reflective pigments in it, and it's just like, wow, that's mad how, like, I know it's because of PlayStation 5 and it's newer console, newer technology, but yeah, it's pretty. And I like the story at the moment. I'm like, who is that? And yeah, it's good.
Mm.
But that's all I've played this week because it just takes up all my time. That, and I've been watching someone play Elden Ring. This game looks amazing.
Okay.
I will not play it because it's one of them games. I cannot play them games. They will frustrate me out. But I love watching these games. I watched Bloodborne. I've watched Dark Souls. The other one. I love watching them, but I will not play them. Have you played it? Have you got it?
I've got it. I played about 90 minutes of it. I wanted to have played more, but I spent an hour before I played it today trying to get the controller to work for it. It just wasn't working at all. I was like, I don't know what the issue is.
What you on? PS5?
PC.
PC. Oh.
Solution was unplug mouse and keyboard, then restart the game. And that it basically just gives it no option, but you can't play mouse and keyboard now. You've got to play with this controller.
Okay.
It was just stupid. I was going to determine.
How to restart the game without a mouse and a keyboard?
In big picture mode.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to deter me from playing this game if we don't fix that, because I'm not going around unplugging the computer, like pulling the computer out and unplugging the mouse and keyboard every time I want to play this game. But you're right, Anna, it is one of those games. It very much is one of those games. Now with a sprinkling of Breath of the Wild in there for good measure.
Definitely.
It's all open world, so much options to work with. A map that has never been in a Souls game or any From Software game for that matter, realistically. Fast travel, crafting. But
there's no quest log, is there?
Yeah, no, you're right. There is no quest log. It's just a game. Now, talk about Horizon having a guided mode. This is boot you up the backside, out the door, and go on, clear off. And then you go, but what? And then the door slams behind you. Like, I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. I honestly don't know what I'm meant to be doing. You get there's like a tiny bit of hint sort of thing. So you go to like the grace, the places of grace, which are basically bonfires, I think. I can't remember the exact name.
Yeah.
And they give you, like, if you look at the map, they kind of like guide you in a direction, sort of thing, like a point of interest kind of thing. They kind of just
it's like a paint stripe, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's kind of like a little stripe, and I've been told it points you towards other points of grace.
Okay.
So it points to them, but obviously they come with usually a place of interest or somewhere you need to go to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So all I've done realistically is just wander around this open world. I just got absolutely battered straight away. I was like wandering around, like, who's this big lad? This big lad on a horse come along and just absolutely beat the hell out of me. And I went, okay, so he's I don't mess with him. Straight out of the gate, don't mess with him. He's a bigger boy. I'm going to leave him alone. So instead, I just kind of went around him, and then I went through a castle, like a big archway kind of thing, like in front of a castle or some sort of fort. And there's like 4 guys stood there in front of me. I was like, okay, we'll deal with it. Then this gigantic big troll just drops down in front of me, jumped off the top of the castle. I was like, oh god! So I ran away from him, kind of kited him round a bit, used my magic, because I'm playing a magic class because I'm a dirty cheater who doesn't like. Magic classes are notoriously easier to work because they work with ranged attacks.
Okay, but there was a samurai, wasn't there, as well?
The samurai, cool. There's all sorts of different types. I'm a astrologer.
Okay.
I think that is the class I picked. She's supposed to be heavy in magic.
Now, you know that's not as cool as a samurai, right?
Yes, but it has a magic wand, so I can just shoot him from a distance and run away. That's my philosophy in this game.
Coward.
Yeah.
Leave him
trust
alone.
me, that's just a effective strategy in this game, being someone who I can, if I can get up close, because this game, also, from what I can tell, I don't think many other ones. Sekiro did, but this one has stealth in it as well, where you can hide through the bushes like Horizon, shuffle your way in right up to the back, and then backstab them, do massive damage on a crit, and then you can just finish them off. What I don't like so far is that if you down an enemy, sort of knock them to the floor, you can't just right, I'm going to finish you off now and wail on them. They have invincibility till they get back up. And I was like, oh, that's the worst, because then it gives them a chance to get the shields back up or take a swipe at you, which has happened quite a bit.
Yeah.
But so far, the game is just survive. The game is just survive and see what we get. Like I say, I've only played about 90 minutes of it, but it is very much one of those games, a Dark Souls-esque, with, like I say, open worlds, and you can literally go anywhere. It's just a game. To me, there's no real massive responsibility. It's a game of trial and error. It's go over there. Oh, I died. I realised that's not a place for me. I'll go the other way and see if it gets me any success going that way. It is ultimate exploration and finding out what is in this world. And yeah, it seems interesting. It does seem interesting. If you like From Software games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Demon Souls, it's more Dark Souls than, say, Bloodborne or Sekiro. But it seems alright. It seems alright for what it is. I will play some more. We'll see if we get on with it. But as it stands, I prefer playing Horizon just because of the ease of it. It's probably less stressful, and it's a lot more hand-holdy, especially with guided mode on, which I have on. I do actually confess I've got the guided mode on because I
just don't like the way it handles the map.
But you don't. Yeah, I realise what you say with that, and I was like, sometimes I just ignore the map. I just kind of I know where it wants me to go. I'll just aim in this direction and just kind of the map will adjust to me rather than me just trying to bend to its will. But I need to pinpoint the points of interest and different things on the map for me on Horizon. And yeah, we'll see how Elden Ring goes. I've seen, like you, Anna, I've seen many videos on it. Of all places,
it's the only way I'll enjoy. If they put an easy mode in it, then I'd go and play it. But I just can't.
That's not the way.
I know, but I just want to experience the world. But if I can't experience by playing it, I will.
Yeah, you probably just better to experience with watching it. Yeah,
yeah,
probably for the best. Yeah, I feel like that is probably all I've played. Yes, I'm going to say yes.
It's a lot of games are coming out, but it's taking up a lot of people's time, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's two massive open world games that have come out in the last week. Just a lot of time taken up for people.
Yeah, definitely. Sheepdog?
I haven't really done anything new. I've completed Arceus now. I've done it. I've got about 15 side quests to do, and so I think I'm going to stream that Sunday afternoon and just finish it. Other than that, I've been playing on Board Game Arena a bit more. I hadn't touched it. I got so sick of it in lockdown because it become my Tuesday night routine. But now it's not compulsory. I'm enjoying it. I was playing a game called King of Tokyo on there that you're basically everyone's a monster and you've got a choice of standing outside of Tokyo and attacking whoever's in Tokyo, or being in Tokyo and attacking outwards. And yeah, dice rolling and stuff like that. I feel like we should play games on this at some point, just socially, because it's fun. But also, I'm sort of trying to figure out whether I could get away with streaming games on it. It's such a cool site. I'm excited that obviously I've got my Pokemon Go Fest tomorrow from 9 till 9 all day. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. There's going to be legends in the wild, so the legendary beasts are going to be running around. If any of you don't have the regionals from Gen 2, they'll be in the wild tomorrow. I think for free. There was a picture
I
of what
think
was
I
free.
speak for the rest of us when I say we have no interest in Pokemon.
The tickets are still available as well. What am I saying? So I had a picture for the free features ready for so the regional Pokemon will be available tomorrow for free. Event exclusive eggs will be available for free. New shiny Pokemon for free.
I have a question.
Go on, mate.
Do you work for these people?
No, I don't. But it's
Sounds
a
like
game
you
that
do.
I really like, and I paid for the ticket, and it's very cool. So I'm just saying, people should get on it. It's a good chance to complete the decks if you haven't got the regionals. I had to go to Florida to get some of these regionals. They're in the wild tomorrow for free.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why
you've got Pab's
I'm not going to open it. No, I'm not going to open
it.
Heracross
now.
Heracross is a great Pokemon, and it's now available shiny as well.
I'll live with
giant
a Heracross.
You won't live without having one though, because they're really good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to be spending my day tomorrow doing, just walking and driving around town, sitting on my own, ignoring my family, being completely listening to the football on the radio while I sit in the cold, and hoping that it'll be a successful one. Because last year was really good. I think the only other thing I've been playing is Football Manager, which I'm hoping the new update will make. It keeps doing really weird things. I don't know if it's just Football Manager being Football Manager or whether or what, but I had a player who I offered to clubs because I didn't want him, and he said, "I'm annoyed. I want to leave. I'm annoyed you tried to sell me. I'm off." And I'm like, okay, good.
That's just Football Manager being Football Manager.
And it was just weird. And then on the parting words, I was like, "Look, I had to sell you. You're worth a lot of money." He went, "Cheers, boss. Really appreciate you." And I'm like, "You hated me 5 seconds ago." Weird game. But yeah, I can't decide whether I'm slowly running out of steam with the game itself or whether I'm just running out of steam with the save and need to start a new one. So I need to.
With the new update out, there's never been a better time to start a new save. Plus, the new versus mode, which has online playing against other people, matchmaking stuff for the first time ever.
Oh.
Which is going to be interesting. Online matchmaking. Can you imagine?
How does that work? Do I sign up
you can either you can export the team from your save if you want, or you can just pick any team in the game and then play against other people. It's not perfect yet, so at the moment it's not. You can't say I want to play someone who's got a 4-star team with my 4-star team. So you could go on there as Maidstone and play against Chelsea. So my recommendation would be, take a team from a save that you've done really well with and get on there with your team.
Such save exists. Thanks for supporting.
That was really a comment for the listeners rather than you. But yeah, it looks interesting. You can do little online tournaments as well. I suspect once the Streamer Showdown is over and done with this weekend and this charity thing that I'm doing right now, as the podcast comes out, I'm doing a charity stream. Once all that kind of stuff's out of the way, I suspect I'll do a stream where I do a tournament with viewers thing, because you can just do a 8-team tournament, 16-team tournament, and it's just first come first serve to jump in, and it will just set up the tournament for you, and it looks really cool. It's their big new thing, so fingers crossed this is the thing that allows us to finally take on FIFA and I can become a millionaire.
Yeah, maybe it will be. Sounds cool though. Actually, that's a good time for it to come out because, as I say, I think it's just the save. I moved from Maidenhead to Cardiff. I suck at Cardiff. They've got no money, and no one free is good enough to play for them. So it's just a bit of a catch-22 weird club to work at. But yeah, that's been my week really. Those games, board games, and catching. I've been trying to catch shiny Pokemon in Legends Arceus, but there are none. The other big Pokemon thing that is happening, which may be relevant to cards, so it's worth you knowing, Kev, is that there's
cards.
I don't know for sure, but because it's Pokemon Day tomorrow, not just Go Fest, tomorrow is every year, whatever the date is, I guess it's 26th of February, must be Pokemon Day, but it's tomorrow. Or it's tomorrow or Sunday, I forget actually. Anyway, Sunday, they're doing a 15-minute long live event thing on the internet where they talk about future releases, and normally that will mean they'll say we're bringing out this new game, this DLC, this card game box set, so it'll be a good way for you to listen firsthand when they're releasing the next boxes or what the plan is, if they do.
Well, I guess you'll have to tell me when it's happening.
I will. I'll try and remember. It'll probably be during the Streamer Showdown or something, and you'll have to
prioritize. I'll have to watch that and not win this time.
But no, I'm excited. I'm hoping that they announced DLC for all 3 of the Switch games, even though one of them's already had one. But I'm just hoping that they'll just have a whole massive stream of DLC coming out, and then I'll have plenty to play, because if they haven't got DLC coming out in like March, then I don't know what I'm playing in March. I'm kind of running out of ideas. I need to sit and figure out what I
Play
want
the
to do.
card game with old Kev.
You said that before, but I don't know that. I don't really know if I fancy it.
When I said that before, that was as I was downloading it to have a look. That was the day I'd bought the cards, and I had a code to use, so I went on there and used my one code and had a little look and said, "You should do this, Sheepdog." And then everything went awry from there.
I did have a drawer full of those codes at one point, where I kept getting them out of Ollie's kits and thinking I might use these one day. If I stumble across that drawer over the weekend, not that I'm going to look for it, but if I happen to, then I will dabble them. I'll stick them in.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I only did the tutorial on the online bit, and maybe one game against another person, and I just got annihilated. And I just thought, okay, that's not for me.
I am the annihilation man now. I do the annihilating.
I probably don't want to keep just following games you're on. Do you know what I mean? That seems like a bad idea as well. I just need to find my own games, and then you'll like them in a year.
You have no imagination, though. I have to tell you what to play.
I really
you won't
don't
play
have
anything.
imagination. No, it's insane. It's driving me nuts. That is the problem. I need to just sit. I need to sit and dedicate time to it and brain space to it. I haven't really done that. I'm expecting the inspiration to just pop up the moment I need it, rather than actually sitting down and making a plan. So that's what I need to do.
Splendid. Is that your lot then, boys and girls? Are we done?
It is.
We are done.
Yeah.
Well, then we will wrap the podcast up there for another week. This time next week, Pab will be telling us that he's agreed to come to Amsterdam. But between now and then, make sure you all tell him on Twitter that it's a good idea for Pabby, because then he can have Dutch ice cream, which I know he's always longed for. Make sure you follow us on the Twitter. It's at MGUK Podcast, or I'm at Lelujo.
And I'm at RB6K.
I'm at Miss Lelujo.
And I'm at Pab 1986.
And if you are listening to this when it first comes out and you're now at a loose end for the rest of your Saturday morning, head over to Twitch between 9 and 12 Saturday morning, where I'm doing a charity stream for Special Effect, trying to raise lots of money for those. And then, of course, it is Streamer Showdown weekend as well, where I'll become Kevy 8 times and win myself some Pokemon card tokens. Hooray! See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.